Hey, welcome back to the Litany. This is the Walk Back Home podcast with E.T. I'm just walking home from the gym. It was a cardio day today. And once again, I have ran a glorious run. 1,153 calories in an hour. Yeah, making some progress. I did 200 push-ups yesterday. Not in a row, but still, 200 push-ups in one day. That's enough to call it a life, you know what I mean? For some anyways. They say 100 push-ups a day could give anyone a lean chest. So I would say, if I could do 200 in moderation throughout the day, what does that even mean? That's a good start, I'll say that much. Yeah. Speaking about things that are on my mind, things in life that are strange to find, I was at the intersection last night, and the light turned purple. So I didn't know what to do. So I just started reading poetry to my son. Oh. I'm just hoping there isn't any construction on this trail tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to have to turn around and walk back the long way. Everybody's got to be going through something. Otherwise, there would be no challenge. People want to predict your future. This ain't no fortune-telling event. I don't want my palm to be red, please. Just let it be. I don't know why people want to read your future from the past sometimes. I guess that's how much of a fan of you they are, deep down inside. I'm famous in the demonic realm as a child of light. I can't even get 100 views on YouTube when I try. Not that I want to, or anything. Yeah, but it would be nice to have kind of a network of like-minded individuals. It would be nice to feel appreciated for all that it is that I do. And honestly, I already have that. I already do feel appreciated by those who follow me. It just gets to a point with certain YouTubers where it seems to me like all they want is to have a larger fan base, to the point where they compromise their voice, to the point where they become attention fiends. That's what fame will do to certain people. It'll turn them crazy. It'll make them insane. Yeah, fame's not worth changing your personality for, I'll say that much. If anything, we should be striving for authenticity. If anything, we should be striving for growth and development. Mind, body, and soul. I'm calling it out right now. It seems kind of funny to me that half of the content creators that I watch seem to know exactly what I'm saying in my videos, even though my view count is lower than my elementary school classrooms. That being the number of students in class in comparison to the views. Get it? Got it? Good. strange to me, though. All these YouTubers that I watch seem to follow me. They don't ever seem to comment on my channel. Next video they make, it's like a total reply to what I said previously. Yeah. And not to mention, their view counts be like in the thousands. Why the hell would you care that much about me? It's not even that you care that much about me. It's that I'm the only flicker of hope in this cruel world. Yeah, you know it's true. You know it's true. I know it's true. That's why we clock into work and do what we do. Because we love the pain. This guy over here on the right side knows what I'm saying. He gets it. Oh man, I can see your face on the telephone. You ever get like this deep feeling like energy is amplifying in the worst of ways recently? Some days feel better than others. But then it just seems like, I don't know if it's just like spirits surrounding the current atmosphere that I'm in, or it just be the day and age that we're living in. Just feels like this intense energy that's amplifying. And not a good kind of energy. It's more like a chaotic kind of fear. It's like a chaotic world's end, financial collapse, honking of horns type of energy. It's like, get out of the way. I don't give a crap about anyone other than my immediate family, and I need to get work done. I need to get to work ASAP. Move. Oh. That's the sad part, man. That's why I can't drive, not because I don't want to, it's just because that stress isn't worth the death. The death that would happen to me earlier if I were to subject myself to the stress of driving. No, I don't need a life full of stress by any means necessary. That's why the greatest maneuver of a cyclist is U-turn. I'll see you next time. Yeah, there's nothing more freeing than that feeling of gliding on a cycle. And there's nothing more freeing than being rejected as a man because you don't drive a vehicle. You know? Isn't that funny how that works out? Yeah. Calling out another fact faster than a jackrabbit. Seems to me like people are in a state of total anhedonia sometimes on YouTube. Are y'all really that depressed to life? I mean, if you don't like what you got, rearrange it. Raise a little heaven or something. Come on. You gotta maneuver around job titles. If every job in the world that you ever work is that painful to you, well, why don't you just start walking highways or something? I mean, there's a solution to every problem out there. There's this one guy I heard about recently. I think he posts on, what's that new thing they're doing? The Talk? The Tick? Yeah, he finally walked around the entire world. You know what I mean? And he was totally amazed and astounded with the unlimited supply of food and love that he received from strangers along the way. And you know what he said after he's nearing his end? and he's being documented and recorded by news media sources and other journalists and outlets. He said, I did it because life's too short. Gotta get out there, man. Yeah, mental illness and depression is no joke, I'll say that much. And it seems like it's only increasing and growing at an exponential rate. What's the solution? Well, it's not pollution. It's not the institution. It's not confusion. The solution is individuation. The solution is calling upon the holy baptismal, getting blessed to the point where you feel too blessed to be stressed. Yeah, y'all think it's crazy, but you'd never try it anyways. Once you're baptized, the breath of life has been breathed into your soul, and you're given a new life. People don't want to believe in the demonic realm and entities, spiritual wickedness in high places. Well, consider the thousands and thousands of people who experience demonic entities, sleep paralysis attacks. If you know, you know. I'll just say that much. The war of good versus evil isn't real until you experience it firsthand, and then it's a nightmare. One thing that I always find a bit confusing is when people are beyond the age of 30 years old and they're still struggling to find meaning. They're still struggling to cope. By that point, you would think they would start their Kurt Cobain journey to suicide and then realize what yes man solution there is to their depression. But I guess you could have any issue at any age, you know what I mean? Oh, if we only focus towards evolution, how far could we go? How much more advanced and evolved, how much more compassionate and loving could we be? People don't want to change. People don't want to grow, except for those who do. What is this life? What's happening to us in a total sense of isolation across the newly gender nonconformist nation? They don't want us to gather. They don't want us to think. They don't want no revolutions to occur. It's just strange how it goes on for thousands and thousands of years. Eventually, we got to get it right. I thought this time was supposed to be the final time. But no, you know, no. This realm is never the final stage of confusion. This realm never evolves beyond the egotistical primal nature of animalistic behaviors. In closing, I would just like to say, if for some reason you've been thinking about activating your third eye recently, don't do it. It's a demonic trap. It falls under the category of pharmakia, divination, and sorcery. You see, you may be able to lucid dream. You may be able to astral travel. You may be spiritually enlightened to other realities, other realms. But you may also never be able to escape the presence of demonic entities who now monitor you and haunt you in your dreams for the rest of an eternity. All you need is the love of the good Lord, He who strengthens me. Yeah, well, if you don't know, now you know. And if you did know, well, then you still know. Hope you all are doing well out there. And with that being said, I wish you all a good night and an even better tomorrow. E.T. is damn well out of here.